Welcome to today's Explainer. We are tackling a massive trend that absolutely took over social media recently. I'm talking about the viral AI budgeting hack. Now, getting financial help from artificial intelligence, it kind of sounds like a futuristic dream come true, right? I mean, it promises to organize your life, cut your spending, and tackle your debt in seconds. But as we're going to see today, the way millions of people went about it was actually incredibly hazardous. Don't worry though, we're going to unpack exactly what went wrong and then look at a completely safe, highly helpful way to get those exact same financial superpowers, but with zero risk to your privacy.
So let me start by asking you a really direct question. And, just answer in your head. Did you give an AI chatbot your bank account? If you did, you are definitely not alone. And look, getting budget help from AI is a fantastic idea on paper. These bots are literally built for math and spotting patterns. But recently, millions of well-intentioned people made a massive privacy mistake just trying to get a handle on their finances.
It all kicked off back in May 2026. Mel Robbins posted this sponsored Instagram video using Microsoft Copilot, and she told her followers to just upload their bank statements, their debt statements, bills, income info, right into the AI for free budget help. Well, the prompt went totally viral. Millions of people, mostly women managing their household finances, tried it out. But then the backlash hit. CyberSecurity experts quickly pointed out a glaring issue. The prompt didn't include a single privacy warning. CNN even tested it, and Copilot didn't flag any risk at all when taking in this highly sensitive data. Eventually, Robbins did amend her prompt to remind users to remove personal info, but, the horse had already left the barn.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because by the time that prompt was finally fixed, millions had already pasted their complete, unredacted financial lives into a chatbot. And that brings us to the real yikes reality of what actually happens when you use these free-tier AI services. You know the old saying, when we get things for free on the internet, we usually pay with our data. Think about what a raw bank statement actually reveals. It's not just boring numbers on a page. It's your full name, your home address, your actual bank account and routing numbers. It often has your phone number and even the name of your employer from your direct deposits. But even worse, it provides a detailed map of your daily habits. It shows that you visit a specific doctor or that you buy groceries at the exact same store every single Tuesday for exactly $40. This isn't just financial data, it's a behavioral fingerprint. And having all of this bundled together makes spear-phishing and identity theft incredibly easy for bad actors. And here is where it gets really concerning. When you paste that bank statement into ChatGPT, Copilot, or Gemini on a free tier, your conversations and those pasted documents can actually be used to train the AI model. That is the default setting unless you manually opt out. And let's be real, most people don't even know this setting exists, let alone where to find it buried deep in some obscure menu. You're just trying to balance your checkbook, and suddenly your grocery habits are being fed into a global machine learning model. To put this into perspective, listen to this from a security researcher at the University of Illinois. If your documents are part of AI's training data, there is a risk that information will be induced by a special prompt that malicious actors might use. Your data isn't just sitting idle in a secure vault somewhere. It literally becomes part of the machine's brain. And hackers are out there constantly trying to figure out how to trick these AI models into spitting out the exact sensitive data they were trained on. And if you're sitting there thinking these systems are totally impenetrable, think again. Just a few months earlier, in February 2026, a flaw in ChatGPT was discovered that allowed for silent data exfiltration through a really sneaky method called DNS tunneling. Now, thankfully, it was patched before anyone exploited it in the wild, but it proves that technical vulnerabilities are a very real threat. You are basically trusting a software platform with the keys to your entire financial life.
And this brilliantly illustrates a massive blind spot we all kind of have right now. Rachel Tabak, the CEO of Social Proof Security, hit the nail on the head. She said, "People are trusting AI tools like they're a trusted fiduciary. Your trusted fiduciary is required to work in your best financial interest, whereas a large cloud-based AI service provider is often creating policies based on their own best interest. We absolutely cannot treat these corporate tech tools like dedicated financial advisors who are legally bound to protect us. Their default is to collect data."
But hey, here is the good news. You do not need to sacrifice your privacy to get amazing budget help from AI. We just need to shift our strategy from this dangerous oversharing method to a smart, anonymized method. You don't need to upload a raw bank statement at all. You literally just need to give the AI the raw numbers.
Let's walk through exactly how to do this safely, because it's super easy. Instead of uploading a document, you just type out a prompt like this. I make $4,200 a month after taxes. My housing is $1,400. Car payment and insurance is $620. Groceries are $550. Just list out your categorical spending.
You can tell it, I have $3,800 in credit card debt at a 24% APR. Notice what is completely missing here. Your name, your address, your employer. You completely omit which Chase or Bank of America branch you use. The AI doesn't need to know where you buy your coffee to help you budget. It only needs to know that you spend $100 a month on dining out.
Once you feed it these anonymized numbers, look at what you can safely ask it to do. You can ask it to build a step-by-step plan to pay off that debt in 12 months without cutting everything you enjoy. You can ask it to analyze your numbers and magically find $200 in monthly budget cuts. You can have it run the math to compare the snowball versus the avalanche debt payoff methods using your exact numbers. You can even ask it to build a weekly spending target. You get all of this incredible personalized financial advice, and you are 100% safe because the AI has no clue who you are.
Now, I know some of you watching might be feeling a little pit in your stomach right now if you actually followed that viral trend back in May. Listen to me. If you already uploaded your documents, take a deep breath, do not panic. We are going to fix this mistake right now, together. It literally takes just a few minutes.
If you used ChatGPT, here is exactly what you do. Open your settings, go to Data Controls, and turn off the toggle that says, Improve the model for everyone. That stops future chats from training the model. So the crucial point is, that only protects the future. You absolutely must go into your chat history and manually delete the specific past conversations where you shared your financial documents. Turning off the setting doesn't scrub the history that's already saved, so you gotta do both.
Now, if you used Microsoft Copilot, you need to go to your privacy settings, clear your conversation history, and actually explicitly tell Copilot in a chat to forget specific facts it stored about you. If you used Google Gemini, visit your Gemini app's activity page and delete those relevant conversations. And a really helpful detail to keep in mind here, deleted Gemini chats can actually take up to 72 hours to fully clear from Google's review queues. So jump on this today, not next week.
Just to wrap up the cleanup, let's do some final security checks. Change the passwords for any accounts whose details might have been visible in those uploaded documents. And if your full account or routing numbers were showing on what you pasted in, honestly, the safest move is to just call your bank. Explain the privacy concern. Most banks will gladly issue you new account numbers at absolutely no charge. It's a minor hassle for some major peace of mind. Now, I want to bring you completely up to speed because the AI landscape changes so incredibly fast. In May 2026, realizing just how much people wanted this feature, OpenAI actually launched a new official personal finance feature inside ChatGPT. It connects directly to your bank accounts using Plaid, which, if you don't know, is the exact same secure infrastructure that runs behind apps like Venmo and Robinhood.
Let's stack this official option up against our manual method. The Plaid integration is on a $20 Pro tier, whereas our manual prompt is totally free. The manual method is 100% safe because there's zero identifying data. Now, Plaid is much safer than uploading raw documents for sure, and it won't train the model, but your financial life is still sitting on a server somewhere. Ultimately, it's a trade-off. You're looking at manual typing on one side versus automatic syncing on the other. Which brings us to our final thought for today. When it comes to managing your money with AI, you really have to ask yourself, is convenience worth putting your complete financial life on someone else's servers? The manual prompt method we went over today costs nothing, it risks nothing, and it gives you exactly the same brilliant budget advice. You have the power to protect your privacy while still using these incredible tools. Keep those documents closed, type in your numbers, and budget safely on your own terms. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy budgeting!